Okay. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another week of Brawlstars Weekly Scrims. It is week number 25. We are going to be doing 3v3s as always from now on, and it's going to be on the map Backyard Bowl. Today we have four exceptional teams in these weekly scrims. We have K-Boys, No Skills, and KOB Asia. Some of these teams you guys might know more than other teams, but all of these teams have managed to get here, which means that they're all really great players. Team K-Boys comprises of Aegon Targaryen, Depressed Richie, and DBSJZI. No Skills comprises of Ayush, Jackson, and D Skills. Comprises of Eminem, Snowflake, and German King. KOB Asia comprises of Destiny, Shubham, and Wild Wiz. So I'm sure that we are going to have some exciting matches on Backyard Bowl. I'm not sure what the bans are for the fixtures today, but I hope you guys are excited. Any inputs or thoughts, Beth?
Hello, what's up, guys? It's been a great time joining you, and yes, we have some very exciting teams today. We have some big names also, like the KOB, who have been rising to the top, and also No Skills. We have known them from a very long time, so we are going to have some very interesting games today. And right now we are into the first game between
we're on the first game between No Skills and K-Boys.
And K-Boys.
No Skills is taking a pretty aggressive comp. They have an 8-bit, a Ruffs, and a Mr. P versus K-Boys 8-bit, Mr. P, and Max. So the difference is the dog and the Max, and No Skills seems to be getting their first goal. I think that the stream has some kind of glitch right now. I don't see the stream. Do you see it, Ved?
Yeah, I'm able to see the match right now.
Okay, but I don't think it's coming up on the stream.
Wait, let me check.
Okay. There seems to be some mix-up with my screen. I can't see it. Okay, I see it now. Anyway, so going back to the game.
Yeah,
No Skills get their first goal.
Very early. They have scored. They are applying a lot of pressure, as we see right now. Ayush is going for a second goal, and yes, he does get the goal, and this is going to bring No Skills 1-0 up. And they have shown a lot of aggression in this game. They finished it very fast.
Sorry, I've been having some difficulties with the stream. I'm not able to get the feed. Okay, I've opened up my iPad, so I won't miss any games now. But that was a very dominant first game, I have to say. No Skills managed to get the pick off at the start. They managed to get a few important kills, along with the fact that they are playing Ruffs. So Ruffs with 8-bits gadget, super is just insane. So much of aggression from No Skills with that comp choice. Max didn't help out as much as they probably thought it was going to help out with, and the Mr. P pick was standard between both teams. So what do you expect the bans to be? I think it might be Amber and Byron.
Yeah, but one exciting thing which I'm seeing right now is also Ruffs in competitor. He has been one of the very good brawlers in this meta, and I like how teams are using him. Like before we had Byron, who used to be a very good support brawler. Now we have Ruffs. Ruffs is also doing very good in this meta. So I'd like to see like who actually pops out as Ruffs, and I think that's going to be the major factor for teams in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like once you get it, I feel like the control really depends on which team gets the Ruff Super first. So whichever team gets that Ruff Super first can be so much more aggressive. They have more HP, they have more damage output, so it becomes lopsided. So like if you have really good Ruffs in your team, you're going to be having an easier time against competitors because of the fact that Ruffs has so much damage.
Yep, and now we are going to be going into second game spectating from perspective of no skills, and we have Piper pick right there from D skills. We have seen him play very good Piper, along with Ayush playing Mr. P and Jackson playing Ruffs. Meanwhile, here Ayush does get picked off by Mr. P. This could give an advantage, and even Jackson is cleaned up. So I think they can go for goal here, or probably look for a spawn trap.
It looks like they're looking for a
Ayush does
spawn
get
trap.
his turret.
Looks like they're going for a
Yes.
spawn trap, keeping aggression there, trying to make sure that they can keep No Skills low, but at the same time, No Skills is probably going to try to be really aggressive and cycle their deaths just to break the spawn trap. D Skills needs to get a kill or two just to be able to break that spawn trap. K-Boys has done a good job of maintaining the spawn trap, but they are a bit low. Ayush having that power up from Ruffs is proving to be a really big deterrent for Igen to move up. So they're having a really difficult time. So as the game goes by, it's going to be way easier for Ruffs, the team with the Ruffs, to start, being more aggressive. D-Skills getting his power up as well is going to be super, super annoying for K-Boys.
Damn,
D-Skills.
those two curves were very good from D skills.
If you notice the damage, that was just a bit too much.
I think they have escaped from the spawn trap very good, and now taken themselves spawn trap the opponents, and Ayush right now is doing very good damage on the Max, not letting the Max go and try to get the ball. But right now Jackson will have the ball in his hands, and he will get a goal.
We see
No Skills
we see
did come back from a very good spawn trap, and they have scored there. And again, they are looking to dominate. The T skills going front, giving the ball ahead. I think Jackson should have gone for the ball there, and probably he could have had himself a goal and wrapped this up. But T skills just get picked off.
So this is a best of 5 series. I think that we might see K-Boys coming back with the Mr. Ruffs pick, because they are getting severely outclassed here. It's not working out for them at all.
Ruffs is an important brawler to play in this meta, and they will realize their mistake. Probably they can get that Ruffs back and have a better fight in the next game.
Because up to the point that No Skills didn't have the Ruffs power up, they were getting pushed back really, really hard. But as soon as they got that power up with Ayush, it just kind of changed the whole the flow of the game. It suddenly rapidly switched to No Skills' favor.
Yes. Now I'd like to see if K-Boys now bring in Ruffs. I think they will have to bring in, because that Ruffs is just doing a lot from Jackson. He gave 2 power-ups to not only Piper, but also Mr. P had that power-up, and both of them could do so much with that. And they would have realized, that brawler is just really good right now.
Let's see what the chat has to say. Ved doesn't play for FLS. No, Ved quit competitive and he's joined the Panda Pack.
Yes. But anyways, FLS isn't going to be active at the moment because
Freelancer is taking
they are
a break.
taking a kind of a break because most of their players aren't available, so they won't be active right now.
Even Free Agent Tryhards, the other team that qualified for monthlies, is also taking a break because people are in the team are going to be busy with exams and finals and whatnot.
Yep, that's the perfect timing for monthlies.
How many teams? I think we started off with 100 plus teams, and now we're down to 4 teams. So we just finished the first 2 games of semifinals 1. We're looking to start semifinals, the third game in the semifinals. Not sure what the delay is. I guess they are probably going to come up with some really different comps because from K-Boys, because they were severely outclassed by the Ruffs. So that might take a bit of time. What's up, Destiny from KBS? Yeah, we see him in chat. Daddy Anson Gaming, hello. Panda, why you block Skull Blaster from Twitter? I'm not sure. It was 72 teams from the start. Oh, okay, I see. So who are you guys rooting for? Are you rooting for No Skills or are you rooting for K-Boys? Please let us know in the chat. Also, Brawlstars Weekly Scrims has 3-man teams. I believe it isn't 4-man teams. So you might have more teams with some of them having weird compositions as a result. For example, Whom has Snowflake, who is usually in some other teams. And KOB Asia doesn't have their 4th. So you have Destiny, Show, and Wild Wiz, but they don't have their 4th today. You're rooting for your homies, aka No Skills? Oh, No Skills has a lot of support today. What's up, Knight585? Welcome to the stream. Oh, sorry, the third member is Pain, not Snowflake. Sorry. They gave me the Snowflake emoji. I'm sorry, it's Pain. So, K-Boys has Aegon Targaryen, Depressed Richie, DBS, JZI. Whom has Eminem 74, Pain, and King of Germany. My bad. Aegon take the win. Indeed. I'm not sure what the holdup is.
It's just as you say, I think they are in matchmaking. And yep, they're gonna be going into the third game, which is match point for No Skills right now. K-Boys realized their mistake. They have brought in that Ruffs. The nice rough skin there.
But expected from No Skills to suddenly change their comp, and they've gone Poco, not double tank, but Poco attack your comp.
Yep, they have a Max, which is very good. Max will provide good speed so that the Poco and BB together can rush in. Right now, I don't know how this comp is working for them. The advantage is clearly with K-Boys.
It's working for them because of the fact that so much of HP is with Jackson, and I used just healing him the whole time. With these skills providing a lot of support.
That cute PM coming in from Jackson as he scores and just wraps this game within 45 seconds. Very interesting. I think coordination was the thing which got them the victory here.
I agree. We expected something different from No Skills, and we expected K-Boys to go with the rough pick, but I didn't expect them to run Poco BB Max of all the comms to run.
I think this is like the quickest game we have ever seen, like in best of 5s. It legit happened in, I think, 10 minutes maybe.
Yes. But congratulations to No Skills for progressing in the finals. Commiserations to K-Boys. They probably should have taken a more competitive comp at the start. Maybe things would have turned out differently had they done that. But that's the thing about being in competitive. It's not just your ability as a player or your synergy as a team. You're planning in terms of what comps to take against specific teams might also come into play. So meta choices matter, but at the end of the day, unpredictability, but being competent at your comp choices also matter.
So anyways, we are into our second game between him and KOB Asia. Sprout is going to be a very good pick from Eminem, I think. Can offer a lot of control, but again, they don't have roughs, so which is going to affect them. Pam has a super. Max is playing mid, which is interesting. And right now, it's all going on the side of KOB Asia as they are applying a lot of pressure here.
If you notice, because the roughs is on the field, a lot of the pressure without even meaning to be there happened because they didn't want to feed rough. So the right lane by the German King and their team was completely left open because everybody went to the other lane because they didn't want to feed the roughs.
Yep. Very interesting comp, I would say, from KBH. Now that 8-bit has the turret, should be very good. Right there, Ruffs, if you saw, he actually destroyed that wall so that 8-bit's turret can't be placed behind. But right now, that turret has helped a lot. Jessie has also managed to win lane. She's healing her turret right now. They have a good spawn trap here. Jessie puts her turret, an aggressive turret over there. But Pam does take that out, but she's slower by Jessie's gadget. This is looking very good for him.
He's doing a really good job. They are pressuring KBH quite a lot. Eminem has to go back. They have managed to break the spawn trap. I think one of the pivotal points was that Payne placed his turret right on top of people, so he didn't get the mileage he was looking for from that turret. So that probably would be something that they need to look into later on. Right now, aggression and control from KBH, they have pushed up all the way back to their spawn. Wild Wiz going in for the gadget, trying to get the kill on Eminem. Eminem gets a pick on him.
That was
in
a good
countering. That's a
super.
good super.
Yeah, but he had delayed a lot of time. Right now, 20 seconds left, and they should probably look to go for goal. But Wildwiz has respawned. He's come back with speed, and he just picks off too easily. Gets his speed again, and Payne trying to survive, but it's not going to look good for as they will lose this first game. I think QB Asia did have the better comp in this one.
Yeah, with both these fixtures, we've come to realize that roughs is a very essential part of any comp here. If you don't run roughs, you run the risk of getting pushed into spawn, and if you don't run roughs, if you're the aggressor, you run the risk of losing your spawn trap. So we've seen both of that interaction, both those interactions happening.
See, actually,
I'm surprised.
Now this is where KOB can play mind games right now. Like as you saw in the first game between No Skills and K Boys, like you saw. I think No Skills would have expected K Boys to take roughs in that last game, and they brought in a counter. So right now, I think KOB Asia should be expecting him to pick roughs and probably bring in a counter so that they can get that second win easily. So let's see what their plan is going to be right now in going into second game.
We have a lot of.
But not sure. Unexpected.
We have a new
I think
team
Jesse
today.
was a very good pick.
Jesse was a good
did
pick.
do a lot.
Jesse was a good pick.
A lot, I think. Yeah. The 8-bit and the Sprout was like a bit struggling against the roughs. Even the Max Sprout could have been doing a bit more in that game.
So I feel that the Sprout pick was perfectly fine. It was that they were afraid to go up against roughs, which is why they gave so much mileage to the roughs by moving back when they could have just stayed up. Going into the second game of this fixture.
Second game. Right now we have Spike coming in from Eminem. He's playing very different brawlers. He came in with Sprout the first game. Now he has Spike. But Shubham using his gadgets very well so that he can push up on Spike. This is giving really good control already. Wildwiz has a super. He uses a super. Shubham also uses a super, trying to take out Eminem. And I think they can score here, but Payne does stall a bit. They are low Destiny and Wildwiz, so I think they should look for a spawn trap here.
A lot of aggression coming in from QBH. They are pushing back to spawn. Eminem has been getting finessed by the Roughs gadget there. Had to move back, got a pick off on the start, which gave them the early first goal. The early possession. Wildwiz pushing the ball up is low, as is Destiny. Has to move back, but Shubham using his gadget, get the mileage that he wants to get, and gets the kill off on German King just before dying.
Yes, that was very good pick on German King as he died, which will give a bit of control towards to push up.
The curveball spike is serving quite well. So much of area control coming up by that curveball spike, and Eminem can stay sufficiently away from. He doesn't though, but he can stay sufficiently away from the amber, and he can just poke at the other while Wildwiz gets his power up and is pushing up, trying to move German King back. Shubham is also low. Destiny pushing up on Payne. Wildwiz getting the pick off on German King, and we see that KOBH again putting in a lot of pressure on. And Destiny getting the pick off on German King, and Wildwiz gets Eminem as well. Wildwiz trying to go for the super pass, misses it completely.
Yeah, but,
Eminem
German
is.
King does intersect that.
Ooh, Always uses his
So
gadget, misses the gadget use, but he manages to dodge the super. Sherman gets a pick off on German King, and 15 seconds left. I feel like the overtime comp is with uh, just because of the fact that they have both curveball spike and the B on overtime is just ridiculous. But we have to note that every person in KOB is powered up as well, but they can't move up. The Pam just does too much of damage in long over. I mean, in this is too much damage.
yeah, but yeah, Pam is cycling a lot of supers, but she finally gets picked off right now. Max does have the ball. He can kill the spike and he will be able to score. That was really good. I think the Pam was doing a really good amount of job. She was cycling supers like anything, but once that turret had been destroyed, it was way easier to kill her. And yep, I
For
still
sure, in
haven't
overtime,
figured out why
for
Ruffs
sure in
hasn't been
overtime,
brought.
it looked
Probably,
like. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, you can go.
Yeah, I said it looked like in overtime that the Pam was giving a lot more pressure to their team, whereas during the regulation time, she wasn't getting that much of mileage. The spike pick, I feel, worked out really well. He was getting pressured at the start, but once Ruffs ran out of his gadgets, so he didn't have any place to go against the spike. So you saw that the spike got better as the game went on in time.
I think they had brought in the B to counter the PAM which they had in the previous game, but it didn't work out very well. Probably, I think they should bring in Ruffs at least now. They should realize that he is one of the main reasons why KOB Asia is winning against them. So probably if they bring in Ruffs right now, it could be a fair competition. And let's see
I
what
feel like
happens.
is to play Ruffs. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a really difficult time.
Yep.
Panda is Game TV stopping sponsoring tournaments. Brawlstars weekly scrims is $50,000. 50,000 big ones. I mean, 50 big ones. So it doesn't look like they're stopping anytime soon. I'm not sure where you got that information from, but nope. Going into the next game, it is game number 3. I believe KOB Asia is on match point.
Yep.
And we
Again,
see
they
a
have finally brought in Ruffs, but Mortis from Destiny right there, and BB from Shubham, but they don't have anyone to heal them, so they are gonna struggle a lot. Wildwiz is playing the max, but right now I think they have taken the advantage.
Unexpected comp choice from KOB, but I don't think this is going to be working out that well for them. This doesn't look like they have the kind of pressure that they want to have here. Eminem has to throw the
Yeah, I
ball
mean they
away.
do need one healer at least, so that they can push up way better. Instead of a max, probably if they used a Poco, it could have helped them a lot. And Eminem bringing that Colette actually just counters them pretty well.
It was a cheeky comp choice from KOB Asia, but a really cheeky one from Eminem as well. I think from the team, it looks like Eminem is the one who's just ready to play all the unorthodox comps in this meta. I don't think Colette is that meta in this. Is that prominent in this meta? But have managed to get this win. They have got their first win. And I think that we are going to see KOB Asia go back to more meta comp after being punished.
It's right now, if you look at the meta, it's more about support brawlers and how these support brawlers actually help the lanes, get control. So we don't see a lot of tanks these days. And that's why Colette doesn't get picked. And Colette is a tank destroyer. So that's why I would like to know why actually Eminem decided to pick Colette in that game.
Yeah. I mean, for this map, you don't expect tanks unless you have a healer with a tank. Panda, do you know Skull? Oh wow, voice crack at 29. Panda, do you know Skull Basher, a blaster? I don't know Skull Blaster. I know this guy just DMs me once in a while. I don't know him in person. Okay, we see Amber back. Amber is still really much prominent in the meta. Maybe not in this map, but is very prominent. Shubham going in for the going in for the Ruffs once again. Eminem, German King getting a good pick on the Shubham there, but they still managed to score KOB Asia.
Yeah, I think that last loss has just charged KOB Asia up.
Yeah, I think they realized that they probably shouldn't play around.
Why has Eminem stick with Colette? Probably he should have changed. It was just a one-game fluke probably that he faced tanks. And this game he should have changed to something else which can be useful with roughs like Amber. And right now German King does have a super. Max will collect that power up. And probably she can push up right now. Clean up Destiny as Destiny is very low. Once Destiny is dead, probably they have a good amount of control.
Eminem could have picked up Destiny there. Not sure why they didn't pick him off.
Yep. They should have gone aggressive there and probably gotten that kill even if one teammate died, because Amber is the one which actually does a lot in their comp.
And we see a Ruffs free Ruffs on lane on the left lane. While was pushing the ball away. Is gonna go for the power up there. Oh, they don't get the power up. That's gonna be quite fatal for them. We see a powered up Max and Ruffs on home side. Eminem also with his super. That super is gonna be so pivotal in how the game goes, and he just whips it completely. We see Wild Wiz trying to move up and push the ball away, but Destiny is gonna be taken out, as is Wild Wiz, and it's going to be an equalizer from 25 seconds left on the clock. We might go in overtime. In overtime, I feel like has the better comp for sure because of the fact that they have Colette.
Yeah, I think Colette is going to come in clutch now. But remember one thing, they also have an Amber. So I think whichever brawler can deliver more, it's going to be either Colette or Amber. But right now, KOB Asia are pushing up very fast. Super coming in from Amber. I think that should clean up Eminem right there. Wild Wiz dashing in front. Does get the pick on German King and goes for the goal, and he manages to get the goal. That was a very incredible play there from Wild Wiz.
That was an incredible play. He managed to clean up two players and managed to get the goal. I'm not sure how he had that ammo to push that in, but he managed to do that. That's insane.
Yep, it is a Max after all. Max does have insane reloads with that star power, and I think the KOB Asia have taken this game and they will be facing No Skills in the finals. What a game.
So when in the finals we have No Skills versus KOB Asia. Again, No Skills has Ayush, Jackson, and D Skills. KOB Asia has Destiny, Shubham, and Wild Wiz. So today our underdogs didn't exactly get the result that they wanted to, but I think maybe they will understand that running meta comps against top teams might pay off more than running unorthodox comps. But really good job from Eminem, Payne, and King of Germany to progress so far also with K-Boys, because Aegon Targaryen, Depressed Richie, and DBSJ Zeta also managed to get to the finals of these Brawlstars weekly scrims. So getting here is no joke. We've only had maybe a handful of teams, maybe like 8 teams in 3-3s who managed to get these finals, 8 unique teams, and we've had 25 weeks of Brawlstars weekly scrims, so you can understand how hard it is to actually get to the finals. How did Timekeepers lose? I don't think they played. I'm not sure. You have to ask Timekeepers. I said your IGN properly. What's your IGN? Delay with India and India. I don't know.
Lol. It's not possible, bro.
Unless you're on a VPN or something.
Okay, so according to Jackson, they had defeated Timekeeper Esports probably in the knockout stages, so that's why they didn't make it till the yeah, that often happens. When so when the brackets are decided, you can face another pro team early in early stages, and all these underdog teams can sometimes escape the tough teams, and they can make it all the way this high. But still, it is a very tough competition right now in the Indian scene, and coming up till here is going to be a great feat for K boys. And
So regarding brackets and matchups and whatnot, most of the times these are randomized, so even the tournament organizers don't really get a say in it. For example, if you look at the monthly qualifiers for the EU region, so those fixtures were randomized, and it was a Swiss format. So the I believe tea drinkers had one of the most difficult set of matches. They had to play like 4 matches back to back against like AQM, which is AC Milan Clash. They had to play against what was that, EXO Free Agents, which was the team of YDE Curse and Yoshi. They had to play against Atkins' team, and they had to play against I believe they had to play against what's that, SK Gaming. So they had to play all these 4 games early on, so they had like a really difficult first 4 games. And in Swiss formats, seniority of when you lose matters a lot. So brackets may seem unfair, but if you don't have seeding in the brackets, then you will face off like top teams early on. That's why seeding is a very important thing, because usually in like single elimination tournaments, if you have seeding, the stronger teams do not face off till later on in the stage, so that it gives a more competitive experience to every single team going in there. Otherwise, like say you have 16 teams participating, and the top 8 teams in the first bracket and the bottom 8 teams in the second bracket, just getting to the finals would mean that you basically won the tournament, and the second bracket just going to be really easy compared to like the top brackets. So brackets matter. But yeah, Tea Drinkers didn't play EXO. I mean, they played somebody, but yeah. Please support DBSJZI. Most OP name in entire BS. Nice. Please invite God higher end of the club. I mean, this club is only for casting Brawlstars weekly scrims, so we wouldn't be inviting people. Hopefully Amber is banned. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the update. So we are gonna get quite a few balance changes in the update. So I don't
I think the update
understand
is
what
dropping the following week, right?
Yeah, it's been delayed, but I don't understand why some of the brawlers have been. I mean, why some of the brawlers haven't been nerfed. I believe Byron hasn't been nerfed once again, which is very sus.
No, I think if they nerf Byron more, it will just like make him dead. So I think Byron is fine for now. If they nerf him a bit more, it will kill him. Like they have done this so many times in the past. So
Yeah,
think
but I
they
mean,
just leave
like,
it as it is.
like they could probably nerf his what is this? His healing and keep the damage the same. Because his utility is what makes him broken, I feel. It's not his damage that makes him broken, but the
Yeah,
utility.
it's not as damage. But yeah, we always want a brawler like that. It's a different brawler, so
That's
if they
true,
kill
that's
that
true.
kind of a brawler, then it's again back to just normal. Again, that Poco will get picked, so it'll just be back to the normal meta. So I think Byron is an interesting brawler, so they wouldn't like to nerf him right now.
Who is the best player and team in the world right now? This is a subjective question, but in my opinion, it's GA VGX and AQM. If you've seen the EU finals, which happened last week, you'd understand why I'd say AC Milan Clash is the best team and GA VGX is the best player. Lena is also an insane player. The plays he made last week were just insane. I feel that in my opinion, competitiveness in CESA is. Oh, we're gonna go into the third place game. That third place game.
third place game. Yep, it is going to be between K Boys and and right now we are gonna. I think Ruffs is banned. Maybe that's why we're not seeing them. And Byron isn't banned, so we have a interesting Byron face off between Richie and Payne. I think Richie is going to win this interaction, and Eminem right here trying to fall back because the mid was dead right there. Mr. P does have good possession on the left side, and I think Payne is doing a great job trying to keep his 8-bit alive there. But 8-bit is actually on the wrong matchup, as Colette does counter 8-bit, but 8-bit has somehow managed to get his super. I don't think it might not last for so long. Eminem right there going with that super. I think he's got a good amount of value there before he dies.
He managed to make sure that the aggression from him is the K-Boys is staunch, because with DBS and Richie being so low, they couldn't really move up and make a play and get that goal, which they wanted to get. I'd say a bad placement from German King on the turret, because of the fact that they're facing a Mr. P on the enemy team. That turret's going to go down really fast, and this is going to make 8-bit really, really stunted and not as effective on the match. Richie is pushing back Eminem. Aegon Targaryen getting a super off on German King, gets him really low, and Eminem gets counter super by Aegon, getting taken out really fast. German King going in for the kill on Aegon, not able to do so, gets taken out by DBS, Jizadai, and Aegon Targaryen not able to get that pick off on Payne, misses his super completely. Payne is low, but has his super in play. DBS going in. Gets a super by Eminem in the face. Gets a full super there. Eminem's one shot from super is really low. Has to move back. German King again pushes his turret back a little bit more. So he did learn from his previous interaction with that turret that it needs to be further back. But I still think it's going to take some damage. It does take damage, and
yeah, but
that turret's out.
I still feel German King is going on the wrong lane from the start of the game. He isn't looking at what he's like right now. I think he's finally realized that he has to be targeting the Mr. P instead of Colette, and he is doing way better. But Mr. P right now is going to be pushing up with 2 porters. He will get German King out, and Aegon is going to be aggressing right there. And yep, they have got an easy super shot as 2 of their teammates had died. I think it was a really good interaction from Team K Boys. Yep, I feel 8-bit from the start of the game wasn't focusing on the right lane. He was going on Colette most of the time, and that actually costed them the game.
Yeah, so I feel that one thing that a lot of people do is, when you're progressing from being a ladder player to competitive, is that in ladder you force the matchup sometimes, because like on ladder, if you play better than the other team, you can just manage to go there. But when it comes to competitive, it's always good to lane swap, and not a lot of teams do that, at least in India. I feel that that's one learning that should happen, where if you face off against like a lane that you can't play, for example 8-bit on Colette, swap lanes. It might lose you a bit of control for a bit, but you're going to get it back because you're going to have a better matchup against, say, the Mr. P. I would say Mr. P also isn't exactly the best matchup for 8-bit, but I think it's better than a Colette matchup.
It's better than Colette. That's all you can,
yeah.
You'd rather struggle against a Mr. P than, die so fast to a Colette. So, and yeah, he did switch lanes very late. And that time Mr. P had his turret, he had porters pushing him, so it was a very wrong time for the lane switch, which costed them that game. But moving into second game, they're having a similar comp again. It's going to be a mirror comp, and Eminem has able to win his lane this time. The German King is looking to push up with the ball, and he's going to support Eminem there. Eminem is doing a really good job along with German King. Right now they can go for goal. German King will get the pick, and yep, they have scored a good goal.
Really right early there. First goal from pushing back K-Boys, and DBS has his super places it down. DBS did win his lane against Pain, but German King pressured Richie back so much at the start, and the first kill by Eminem on Aegon Targaryen allowed them to move up so much that even the kill on Pain by DBS didn't matter. Good super by Eminem. He gets
Mr.
counter
P
super.
is doing a good job. He is doing a good job. He does get the pick on Pain. I think Richie had helped him with the heal right there. I think the Mr. P from K-Boys is doing a very good job. He had won his lane also in the start, but it didn't favor them. Right now, Pain has both of the Mr. P's have their turret, so we're gonna see some aggression coming from. Of course, 1 minute left, and K-Boys need to look for something. Eminem does misclick his super right there. And a good cleanup from German King.
Again, DBS wins his lane against Pain. Even though Pain had the more advantageous positioning, DBS manages to get the pick off on Pain. Pain now swaps the lane, going in for the Colette instead of the Mr. P. I feel like he swaps lane again. He helps out Eminem with Mr. P. I think right now the VC for them must be really chaotic. Eminem must be telling him to go back.
Yeah. I think the coordination between German King and Eminem, like both of them are helping out each other and winning that lane. I think that's really helping them out. While Richie is trying to help the Mr. P on his team, which shouldn't happen because he is winning his lane. So you should rather help your Colette, help your Colette win against Eminem. So that's what went wrong there. So whom will take this game? And
who takes the game? But I have to say the star player for me was DBS.
Yep. Agreed. He did do everything he could to help his team, but they didn't focus on the Byron didn't focus on healing the right guy. If he probably healed the Colette, they would have had more control in that game.
I think that's what increases the complexity of Byron, because Byron plays like on any other long range brawler like Brock or Piper, but at the end of the day, it's also about balancing your aggression with your support. Are you going to be supporting with damage, or are you going to be using your ammo for helping your teammates? And sometimes you're helping the wrong person, which is what happened with the Richie and his team's Mr. P. So Richie probably should have focused on the Colette, but he did focus on the wrong person. So that made them not get the advantageous synergy that they wanted. But this is something that they probably need to work on, and this is people say that broken brawlers are easy to play or whatever. Yes, it is true, but you need to think about how you are playing it at the end of the day as well.
Yes, when your lane is actually doing very good, I don't think it's required to help that lane. That's what went wrong for them. They would probably learn from that mistake. If they have found out that you have been healing the wrong guy, if Aegon had been calling that out, can you heal me up? Think
that's
we are
true.
going to see something different from K-Boys.
That's true, and I feel also that so the synergy between German King and Eminem is really good, but at the same time, the miscommunication between them and Pain is also really, really detrimental. So I think that this is something that K-Boys can probably exploit from him. Sometimes targeting the less experienced player in the team does pay dividends. Richie healing the right person there. It is a Mr. P, but they are.
He did really heal. He was TBSJ was going to get picked off, but at the right time, Richie had come in clutch with that heal. But at the same time, they had lost the Colette lane, as German King was healing Eminem. I think it was fine to trade lanes like that, but right now they have lost a lot of control. Richie should probably heal Aegon right there so that he can stay alive some more time.
German misses his super
again
there.
Coming in from Eminem, but I think it should be fine because that gave a lot of possession for them.
Eminem winning his lane is just being really detrimental to the support and the progress of K-Boys right now.
Yeah, I think Mr. P winning the lane won't affect much because he can't help the mid. You can't help shoot mid out as much as what Colette can do. Right now, again, German King focusing on healing Eminem. Misses that super, but again, Payne does get the pick off on the Mr. P. Aegon going with the super, but
Payne is doing a good
Eminem
job
does have a really
preoccupying
good shot.
the Byron from the other team. By keeping the Byron preoccupied against him, he's allowing his teammates to move up, and that's going to be game.
Yep. Again, they just played very good right there. The Byron was focusing on the right person pretty much for the whole game, and that's what lacked from K Boys right there. The Byron was getting very confused at the start. He healed the Mr. P because the Mr. P was gonna die. Then he had to heal the Colette, so he couldn't focus on his game most of the time.
One of my favorite people joined the chat. Hello, BSUD Faisal. How are you doing today?
Oh, BSUD Faisal. Flash news, by the way, BSUD Faisal got tested positive for Corona twice.
Yeah, he isn't doing well. So let's give him some positive energy in the chat.
Yep, we are not gonna bully him like we always do. This time, let's support him. Everyone spam, get well soon. BSUD on the chat.
Yes, please give him positive messages so that he can recover.
Yes.
Also, BSUD Faisal, please give your Genshin account before you. Okay, going to the next game. Oh, we see a Brock pick by Aiden breaking the walls, and he looked like he was doing well at the start, but now he isn't. Richie missing a lot of heals on Aiden, and now he has heal up DBS, but he's also really low at the same time. Aiden getting the pick off and breaking walls, and getting the pick off on Eminem. So I'm gonna move up. Ping gets a kill on DBS. I think
finally I can see a smarter play. I can see a smarter play from K-Boys. Over the past 3 games, we are just seeing mirror comps, and finally they've decided that why not counter the comp itself. We haven't seen a spike there to counter the Colette, or now we have a Brock which can do a good amount of job on the Colette. So finally we've seen very smart play from K-Boys. Brock coming in very good there, gonna destroy a lot of walls and get that Mr. P turret also out.
He used all 3 of his gadgets, 2 for breaking walls and 1 for getting the kill on Eminem. Eminem is gets healed up a lot by German King. German King's focusing on healing up Eminem as much as possible. Payne's really low. He's gonna get the heal there, and they have to deal with Mr. P's turret gadget. Eminem missing his super. I think this is one of the supers that actually you need to auto aim. It's not one of those supers which
I think I've seen Eminem miss a lot of supers and also get a lot of supers. So he's very inconsistent, but he does the job most of the time.
He's consistently inconsistent with his super.
German King went in with that trick shot. I think it was too desperate from him.
I think he should just stay back.
This is match point for him right now. They should be playing a bit passive. They know that they are facing a Brock which can do a good amount of job on the Colette. Right now, Aegon was juking very well there against that Mr. P. He does kill the Mr. P. He was looking in a very bad situation, but did kill the Mr. P before dying. German King once again just supporting his Colette, very good.
Egan gets vanished in Vad's turn.
Yes, I think that wasn't. Yeah, he did get vanished. I think that wasn't. That super from Egan wasn't needed. He should have rather just auto-aimed his shots on the Colette. The Colette did super. 12 seconds. Richie just throwing whatever he can onto the map. Same with Egan. They're just trying their best.
Oh, a little bit of BM from Payne.
Score. And yep, they are going to win this game, and this will make them finish 3rd place in the weekly scrims.
So we see getting 3rd place. K-Boys unfortunately missing out on the reverse sweep. They did have a good choice for the Brock, but it didn't work out well for them at all. Initial interactions were good. Brock uses his gadgets to break walls, got the pick off on Eminem. Everything was great, but I feel like when it came to experience, Eminem was out experiencing Aegon. He won all his 1v1s over there against Aegon. German King also not veering on his objective, which was to heal Eminem as much as possible. Payne also, with some disappointing performances in the earlier games, was turning around and outplaying DBS on the Mr. P lane.
But I still feel DBS was dominating in this last game. He was still dominating. I saw him push up till the spawn. I think he played really good with Mr. P. You know, we have a pro Mr. P player, BSUD Faisal in the chat. You know, I think he can also point that out.
Yes, that is true.
He was doing very good, I feel, against Payne. But we will be moving into the finals between No Skills and QB Asia. And let's see who will take the big money home.
The big money home. Hey, what's up, Electro? Thank you for joining the live stream. Guys, if you haven't already liked the live stream, please like the live stream. That would be greatly appreciated. And subscribe to CriticalX. And 1 second. Yeah, we are at 22 likes, which is really, really paltry. So let's get it up to at least like 40 likes if possible by the end of the stream. This is also CriticalX is at 4.26k subs. Let's try to get that number up. Let's get those numbers pumping, guys. And I hope you guys are enjoying this stream. Who are you guys supporting for the finals? Is it going to be KB Asia or is it going to be No Skills? I think these two teams, along with TKE, are probably our front runner teams for the monthly finals this time. So, who do you guys support? K-Boys won? No, K-Boys lost. They lost to... Did you miss the finals? No, you're just in time for the finals. K-Boys lost to...
Yep.
In the third place game.
Yeah, as you said, these three teams are going to be the frontline teams for the monthly finals.
We do not have FA Tryhards or FLS anymore, and MCD got disbanded as well. So, it's going to be two new teams in the scene, which is KOBH and TKE. TKE has, as a name, has been in the scene for a while, but this specific roster is also really good. It's some of the players from the old Numbskulls roster, which is Amar and Lemon. And then you also have Shravant, who is an insane ladder player.
Nubs.
And then we have Shafin from 3 Nubs. No, 3 Nubs. 3 Nubs also is kind of disbanded.
They had Shafin and Shravant was, I think, a part of... he was part with, I think, Amar Junior in the previous tournament.
So, 3 Nubs and FA Tryhards have similar team compositions, I believe. Because it had Swanky Ninja, both teams had Swanky Ninja. Prashant, both teams had Prashant. There was Snowflake, and there was certain clash for FA Tryhards, but unfortunately, I believe Swanky has exams and the team kind of broke apart as a result. So that's why we won't have FA Tryhards playing in these monthly finals. I think Surge might make a comeback with another team, so let's see what happens. I would like to see that team as well because they are a strong team. They did manage to qualify for monthly finals, but they didn't get to play it because of exams.
Yep, there were rumors floating around that Surge and Clash would be joining freelancers because his team was getting disbanded.
He was actually supposed to join freelancers, but some
there
people...
There rumors about that, but yes, freelancers themselves did manage to find time for them, to play monthly finals. And they themselves had got disbanded, so...
The lobby is at 6 out of 6, so we should get started with the finals. The team rosters for the finals, again, No Skills has Ayush, Jason, and D Skills. KB Asia has Destiny, Shubham, and Wild Wiz. The map is Backyard Bowl. It is going to be best of 5. Not sure where the bans are, but we are going to be going into game number 1.
Yep, the first game has started. We're going to be spectating from the perspective of KOB Asia, and they are taking missed. They are going to be having a really good combo. I think Byron and Ruffs haven't been banned. Then I guess they would have banned Amber. So two of the most broken support brawlers right now have been selected. And KOB have paired these two brawlers with 8-bit. Meanwhile, No Skills have paired these two brawlers with Colette. Colette is a good pick because Colette can counter 8-bit pretty well. We are seeing a good amount of awareness from D-Skills there to switch lanes, but he did switch lanes from a very aggressive position. He should have switched lanes from all the way back so that he could have survived. And KOB looking at a very good spot here as they're pushing up. Wild Wiz just break the walls, but
Ayush with that super.
With a really good super right there, manages to get both of Shubham and Wild Wiz there. This is what is called outplay. Like from a potential spawn trap, they have recovered very well. Destiny does teleport instantly as soon as he spawns, so that he doesn't waste time walking all the way up there, and that actually just paid off, and they have gone ahead and scored a very good goal there. That was
1 minute left. KBH up 1-0 in the scoreline. Really good play by Ayush, but it didn't matter. Wild Wiz getting the power up on Shubham and himself allowed them to move up quite a bit. D-Skills has a super, but is low and has to move back. Ayush missing a super all the way. We see Wild Wiz at 54 HP. Destiny is just strafing from right to left. Oh, D-Skills running the push it star power, not the mass tax. So Shubham getting the pick off on Jackson, and D-Skills getting the pick off on Wild Wiz. So it's pretty even right now. I'd say positioning is with No Skills, and we are going to be going back into reset. Oh, a kill by Ayush on Shubham allows them to move up quite a bit, and D-Skills also gets super off on Destiny, making him really low in HP and making sure that he has to move back. Jackson going in for the super on Shubham, gets a wall break and manages to finish and equalize in regulation time. So that was an insane play.
That was very good. 5 seconds left on the clock. I thought the game was wrapped up by KOB there, but oh my god. This is when actually you have to pop off. You have to have that. But right now, again, No Skills looking very good. And they will score. I like how this game just plays off. From 5 seconds where KOB pretty much had the game, No Skills just take the game towards themselves.
That was insane. That wall break from Jackson was so clutch, and that goal within 5 seconds. It's not common to see a team which is down in competitive to make a comeback within the last few seconds of the game, and then turning it back within 20 seconds in overtime to a match closer. That was just insane. That's only something that you can expect from experienced teams.
Till the last second on the timer, you should believe, and you should keep trying, and you shouldn't just give up. When the 15-second timer has started and the ball is pretty much in your base, and you think, it's just not gonna happen. You should just keep believing in yourself that you can do it, and that's what No Skills have showed us. Last 5 seconds, they literally just scored a goal there. And they just dominated overtime. Within 15 seconds, they just killed everyone and scored another goal. That's what literally confidence can do. KOB themselves wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, I think KOB already wrote that game in their books.
Yes, and they would have just been like, okay, we can take a break now. But anyways, going into the second game, we do have the similar comps being played. Destiny sticking with that 8-bit, and Rian going to be playing the Colette.
We do see Destiny change lanes against the Colette, which is always the best decision to make, especially as a Colette. Shubham is probably trying to go.
Right now, Destiny pushed up very high on them, and can he kill Ayush there? If he kills Ayush there, this could be a goal, but Ayush just cleared the ball in the nick of time.
Ayush wasted so much of ammo on just trying to clear the ball that he just kept auto-aiming the ball back into the goal. And then he just managed somehow to clutch it back out.
Yeah, at the end he would have realized, and he would have just spammed the ball towards the left so that, he knows that he's going to die, and let me just clear the ball before I die. That's what his goal was there. But Ruff's going to exchange gadgets there. And Shubham coming in with a good super, but Ayush did pop his gadget, but it was too late. KOB Asia looking into push right now, but a good pick on 8-bit there from T-Skills as he dies. And Wild Wiz goes for the wall break and gets the ball and scores.
KB Asia up 1-0. 1 minute left. It's the same situation that No Skills was in the previous game. But if you've learned anything from the previous match, never count out No Skills. Wild Wiz almost he does get taken out by Ayush. Ayush playing his Byron really well. Jason is going to go assist by Ayush with the pinch, getting the kill off on Destiny. Ayush has his power up from the Ruffs right now, and Jason using the wall bounces, trying to make sure that Wild Wiz is low. Destiny gets a super off there. That's going to be really distracting. Ayush gets a kill off on Destiny. Destiny going in for the gadget, expecting a similar play from last game, which didn't happen. Shubham going in for his, I guess his power up is really low. Doesn't have time to pop his gadget. I don't think he had ammo either. Wild Wiz is going to try to push the ball back. He goes in for the cornering of the ball rather than pushing it back.
Again, 5 seconds almost left on clock, and can No Skills probably get a comeback here? But right now, I think KOB Asia have just stacked that full area completely. They're not going to let them go close to the ball. I felt in the spawn trap, they were holding onto the ball a lot. Like their T-Skills had the ball in his hand for so long. Instead of keeping the ball with him in his hand, he should have probably just gone aggro. He had a super. He could have literally. Colette is very good for spawn trapping, can use his super and pretty much cycle the super. I think that was a mistake which No Skills did there. T-Skills was holding the ball for very long, and due to that they couldn't spawn trap them very well. We did have Ayush picking the opponent Byron very well, but T-Skills wasn't helping his teammates there.
We see that No Skills and KOB Asia are tied at 1 game apiece, so it's still anybody's game. Though I have to make a comment that KOB Asia has been dominating the bulk of both these matches that have happened. The first match obviously didn't go their way, but they have been pushing No Skills back, so I feel that maybe it's something to do with the communication, or it might be the comp choices being used. I'm not sure why Rian isn't going in on the 8-bit every single time. He should also swap planes
he is going. I think he is going on the 8-bit, but what I've noticed was I think Destiny has been very aware. Whenever he sees that Colette coming towards him, he's just rotating. That's what he saw at the start of the game. That's what led them to that first goal. We saw Destiny just go away from the Colette as soon as the game started, and he literally pushed the whole team to the spawn. That's what was working out for KOB in that game.
So what I meant to say is that I don't think No Skills is changing lanes as much or as fast in response to any changes from No Skills. I mean, from KOB Asia.
Yeah, I was watching. Like I saw when No Skills D-Skills realized that 8-bit is not in his lane. Once he started going towards the lane, 8-bit also noticed that Colette is coming my lane, and he also went to the opposite lane. So I saw that awareness from Destiny was very good. That's what I think was the crucial factor for them in this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think we might see a comp choice change from KOB Asia, despite the fact that they are running I'd say a better comp in my books, but I just expect a different comp from KOB Asia, just knowing the sort of players they are.
Yes. But right now...
we don't see any comp choices being changed, but
we
see that No Skills...
No Skills.
Yeah, No Skills is size.
They have realized, I think 8-bit offers most support rather than Colette is kind of a solo brawler. 8-bit can offer a lot of support. Right now, Destiny is looking very strong against 8-bit. Ayush also gets picked off. Shubham goes and helps Destiny to clean up the 8-bit.
Slight miscommunication there. Wildwood should have passed the ball to Destiny. Destiny and Wildwood both going for the ball had kind of wasted a bit of time there. They have a good spawn trap, but Jackson is going to break that spawn trap with that super there. D-Skills trying to go in and help out. Destiny does gadget back, and Shubham places a super on the super off the 8-bit booster there. Gets it a bit low, and Shubham also gets whacked in the face with Ayush's bottle. A lot of aggression
From the left,
skills.
Wild West was applying also a lot of pressure from there. He will come and support Shubham and get that pick. I think Shubham shouldn't be going for goal here. He should rather wait for his teammates to respawn. They will have a good possession once their teammates do come.
Destiny and Ayush both
Destiny
have
will put
power
that
ups.
super.
Destiny super
Yes, it's
is
gonna
going to
look very
be
good.
quite pivotal. Shubham with his super powered up super gets that kill on, and not gets the kill, gets the super off on Ayush, but Wildwood gets taken out by Ayush as well. Destiny trying to help Shubham assist him with the lane on Jackson. Jackson gets taken out by Shubham because of the super and the poison damage. D-Skills. Shubham's really low, has to heal up Destiny, has to move back a bit. Destiny gets out of the way, and despite this being a spawn trap, KBH can't really do much. They can't really move up or anything. It's just that the comp, which is being played by both teams, doesn't offer that much of support when it comes to overrunning the other team, because both teams running the same comp, both the teams have the same amount of pressure going in. So even if you see a spawn trap happening, you won't see that much of movement happening from either team.
Yep, but no skills right now looking in a good position. As overtime comes in, and they will just walk in. They'll just literally, they waited for that timer to, break the walls, and yep, they shoot the ball in. One
He
thing
just
I've
slotted that
noticed
ball in.
with Ruffs is that it's actually when you know that Byron does 2100 damage with his super on you, but when that Ruff's super actually charges him up, it's actually tough to predict how much damage he does. So it's tough to make sure that you're above the certain HP so that you don't get killed by Byron's super. So it actually brings in a lot of unpredictability with that rough super. So
Destiny
you're
posted a
already
comment.
remembering
Destiny
41
posted a
brawlers
comment.
almost.
He said, "Imagine spawn trapping for the whole game and losing."
Lol. Yeah. A bit of toxicity there, but yep, he does have a point. Yeah, in the first game, if you saw, they were spawn trapping very well, but I had no idea why T-Skills was holding onto the ball for almost 30 seconds. And this game was almost similar. I think they should have been easily able to spawn trap them. But yeah, they are into match point as we speak. KOB can have, I think this would be their first title in Game TV.
Yes, this would be their first title in Game PB if they win. But wait, isn't No Skills winning right now?
Yeah, no skills, sorry. My
Yeah.
bad. So I think it's no skills right now have match point. They're gonna bring in their
The same
Poco,
comp that they took it up
sort of
against.
a Poco double tank. And right now Max is showing a lot of aggression.
More like
Same
Poco
with-
double flank.
But Shubham does manage to pick off BB, but that won't help a lot as they will get a very good, easy, quick goal. I think this comp is actually outplaying the opponents very well.
No, but if you
As
look
soon
at
as
it,
they're
like,
into match point, they are ready to bring in this comp.
that's true. But I think
teams should
also
keep that in
one
mind.
of the things that you need to note is that wall being taken out by Wildwiz at the start of the game is going to prove to be detrimental to No Skills because of the fact that you can't really move up as a BB against like an 8-bit or even as against Ruffs either. So that wall is going to make all the difference. So I think right now, No Skills, if they want to win this, they need to make sure that they hold on to the game. It's not. I don't think they are going to be able to score. I think their objective now is just to hold on.
Yep, they know that it's their game from here.
I say that, but somehow Jason manages to like almost team wipe there. Oh my god! How does that even happen? They
Oh my
completely
god, bro.
steamrolled.
Yep, that comp seems to be working for them every time. And yes, they do take this game, and this is going to be their win in this Game TV Weekly Scrims 25.
So yeah, week 25 of Brawl Stars Weekly Scrims, sponsored by Game TV, is going to be going to No Skills, having Jason, Ayush, and Rian, who's D Skills. And the second place goes to KOB Asia. KOB Asia was so close to getting their first title at these Brawl Stars Weekly Scrims. I believe it would have been their first title in Indian major competitive scenes, so a bit unfortunate. Commiserations to them, but really good players all around in this KOB Asia team. You have Destiny, Shubham, and Wild Wiz playing really well. I feel like in most of the interactions between No Skills and KOB Asia did have the upper hand except in the last game, but somehow the other No Skills just managed to come out on top in every single game. I mean, except for that one. I'd say that KOB Asia did play overall better than No Skills, but No Skills had that, the clutch timing, the ability to stay calm under pressure, and that's probably why they managed to beat KOB Asia today. So KOB Asia needs to work on that. Probably they need to scrim against TKE and No Skills to get there. Maybe Bio Resonance. Your third place team was with Eminem, Pain, and King of Germany. They also played really well. Eminem showcasing a lot of different brawler choices, allowing us to see that is able to play a lot of different comps on a competitive as well. But one of the major reasons why K-Boys did manage to lose was that they either didn't ban Ruffs or they decided not to play him till too late. So that's something that they need to look at about playing meta comps. So today we learned a lot from these Brawl Stars Weekly Scrims. I hope that you guys learned a lot as well. Thank you guys for joining us. Please like the stream and subscribe to CriticalX. And I've been joined by Sheriff Ved. Ved, if you have any last comments.
Yep, nothing to add on. It was just a pleasure to be casting my side. Thanks.
It's always been a pleasure casting with you, Ved. And I would like to thank CriticalX and Game TV again for sponsoring and promoting and setting up and organizing these Brawl Stars Weekly Scrims. It's an amazing tournament. So many opportunities to show us and showcase all your abilities and show us what you're made of. So definitely join the Discord server. All the information about how to join these Brawl Stars Weekly Scrims will be on the Discord server. So make sure you guys join there. The link is in the description below. And please like the stream and subscribe to CriticalX. And I guess I'll see you guys next time for the week 26 of Brawl Stars Weekly Scrims.
Yep, peace out.
Bye-bye. Hello? Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Bye.